the lead organizer for Sunrise Movement Virginia.
Hello everybody, my name is John Henry Williams. I am an organizer here with Sunrise Virginia. I'm going to do a little storytelling. I come from a poor working class family that was torn apart by the drug war, and I come from a family of fighters. We fight amongst each other, but we also fight other people when we need to. Very young, I remember being at Phillips Elementary School in Denver, Colorado, with one of those circles of people around you jeering on this fight. It was the first one I'd ever been in, and I was really scared, and I had my hands hanging at my sides, which is not how you enter a fight. And the guy came up and he hit me once in the face, and I immediately went into a panic, and I started to cry, and I turned around and I pushed my way through this circle and I ran away. And later that day, my brothers came up to find me, and they were ashamed, and so was I. And they said, "I'm not ashamed that you lost. I'm ashamed that you didn't try. You gave up and you ran away." And from then on, I decided I was never gonna run away from a fight again. And I started to do that everywhere in my life. I fought to get into college when nobody thought I could. And in November 8th, 2016, it was my birthday. And I was working my way through college as a residential advisor. So I took the late shift. I was sitting at the desk, and it was around 1 a.m. and I was watching my residents experience Donald Trump getting elected for the first time. And they were sitting there looking at CNN, and one of them walked up with a laptop, zoomed in on Pennsylvania, and they said, "John Henry, you have been organizing. Is Donald Trump going to be president?" And I said, "Go to bed. Donald Trump is going to be president in the morning." Wow. And I thought back to the choices you have when a fight comes up. You can run away, or you can get to work. And so I didn't go to bed. I stayed up all night, and I drafted a bunch of Instagram posted flyers, and I threw them all around campus, and I said, "If you're not going to stand for it, meet me at the flagpole at noon." And 300 people showed up. And we marched down the streets, and we stopped by this high school, and we started chanting, "You are loved." Because I knew that there were immigrant students in that school that were scared of a Donald Trump presidency. And 2 weeks later, I drove into a drive-thru, and this young man looked at me and he goes, "You are loved. You are loved." And I was like, "Yeah, that's me." And I learned that when we fight, we inspire other people to fight. And we don't fight alone. And so when I got the call to endorse Ibraheem Samirah, and I got on the call, I started asking some questions, I got the sense, oh hell, this guy wants to fight. And he's willing to fight on behalf of the people that don't have a voice or anyone else to fight for them. And he's willing to fight for the things that I care about. Now, 2 days ago, we got hit in the face again. And I had just spent 14 hours trying to get somebody elected on city council. I was exhausted, and I wanted to cry, and I wanted to run away. But that is not what you get to do when a fight like this comes up. So instead, I had to recognize what's at risk. I'm a climate organizer. So the climate crisis is coming fast and hard. And we are on track to more than double our Paris Climate Accord agreement, which could mean up to 1 billion climate refugees across the world. It would mean skyrocketing food prices, skyrocketing housing. We're going to pay more to heat and cool. It means hurricanes like Helene and Milton coming through our communities again and again. It means horrific flooding and horrific droughts. It means wildfires sweeping through. And we don't have a good answer that anyone is willing to listen to, except for a Green New Deal. And we fought for that here in Virginia, and we didn't have people stand up for us. Democrats. We did the thing that sometimes liberals and Democrats like to do, which is sidestep it for the small thing. And we left behind a lot of organizers and working class people across this Commonwealth. And I want to put somebody in the Virginia Senate that said hell no, and is gonna say hell no every time they try to sidestep working class. We need a Green New Deal in Virginia.
Absolutely.
Virginia has this skyrocketing emissions that are coming from data centers being built in an unaccountable way and putting telephone wires over people's houses instead of putting them underground and making sure that there are good paying union jobs that are actually feeding the communities where these things are being placed. And we need someone that's going to stand up to bullies. We need someone that knows how to fight. So that if Donald Trump or anyone else comes in, we're ready. So I'm asking for you all, even though I know it's hard, and we just got hit in the face, and it feels like we could run, do what organizers do. Which is what I did yesterday, is we got together and we packed out a cafe full of 100 people. We got everybody's names written down, and I hope to see them Sunday at a meeting to get ready to figure out what we're gonna do next.
Yes.
And what we need to do next is hopefully elect Ibraheem Samirah to the Virginia State Senate.